Hey y'all. So recently I hurt someone. It wasn't my intention. Some stuff happened and I was completely in the wrong. I can recognize that. You start drinking, things happen, and yeah, it's not good. Gosh darn it, I don't know what to say. Why is this so difficult? What I've learned is that pain is painful. Hurt is hurtful. But neither pain or hurt is inherently bad. It's how you process that and how you use it that ends up making it good or bad. So one of the things that really stuck with me back in high school, one of my friends had a very bad breakup, and understandably she was very upset about it. She let it consume her, and it took her a good year and a half, almost 2 years, to get out of this depression. And so I saw that it controlled her, that while the emotions that she was experiencing were completely natural and understandable, that she had let that consume her and control her life. That left an imprint on me, and I told myself that I would never let that happen. Because there's all that wasted opportunity that ends up happening. Those 2 years, she could have been doing so much of it. She could have been putting all kinds of energy and effort into other things that would have been so much more fulfilling than just laying around in bed all day. Granted, that's easy to say, much harder to do. So when I look back on my stuff happening last year, when I look back at myself and I see how broken and destitute and alone I was, that it was super hard. I just wanted to stay in bed all day. My brain kept being like, no, go off, go do things. You're not gonna feel any better by staying here. I had no motivation, and I was like, there's no point in doing anything because yeah, there's nothing. And it's a vicious cycle. And so I was handling it wrong. I was, and I knew it. And I was thinking back about my friend back in high school, and I was telling myself, you're ending up just like that. So I tried to change my mentality, and again understand hey, this is natural for me to be feeling this way, but that be conscious about letting those moments pass. To give it its appropriate time. It might not happen right away. It might take a few weeks. Might take a few months. But that to slowly let it pass. It's not like you're gonna be right as rain the next day. In certain ways, I'm still coming back. I'm in a lot better position than I used to be, but I still have obvious rooms to grow. So you got pain, you got hurt, and they're both not enjoyable things to experience, but they're both still things that you can use to your benefit. Don't let the hurt control you. That's what makes things worse. That's what makes things bad. Bad things are going to happen, and it's how you handle them and manage them and apply those lessons to the future that end up making those bad instances redeemable. I think there's a tendency in us as humans that we get hurt by other people, and we start erecting walls and emotional structures and mental structures to keep people out so that we don't get hurt again. And we got this mentality that hurt is bad. I don't see it that way anymore. That there's a lot of good that can come from hurt. And I think it's almost worse whenever we do erect these walls and we're keeping other people out. for fear of getting hurt, because we're missing out on so many opportunities to be able to connect and reach out to other people and to be able to relate to them and get close to them. Instead, we keep them at a distance, all because we don't want to feel that pain that they might cause upon us. Instead, I think we should use those opportunities to understand that everybody has struggles and everybody has hurts and pains that they go to. That's a shared experience. Maybe nobody understands exactly in what form somebody else's hurt manifests itself in, but we all understand that feeling of hurt, and we can use that as something to bind us together and to strengthen our relationships with one another. That we can relate and we can come along their sides whenever they're going through difficult times. Isn't that what we want whenever we're going through a difficult time? To have somebody come alongside us. They don't need to tell us that everything's going to be better or everything's going to be good, because there's times when everything is terrible. It's just nice to have somebody there, somebody to try to understand. In the end, I feel like we all want to be appreciated. We all want to feel connected to other people. I think people are looking for authentic, genuine connections and relationships with people. And how's that going to happen if we just build these walls between each other? Instead, we have to do the exact thing that we are afraid to do, which is ultimately expose ourselves. We take away the facade, the presentation that we give to the world, and we let people begin to know who we are, and how we think, and how we feel. That's scary, because you end up having to trust somebody else to not use those things against you, and that's where the fear comes in, because you don't want to get hurt. But that's what's necessary in order for authentic connections to happen. I think a lot of people want that, but a lot of people are just too scared. And so I want to fight back against that. I want to advocate for greater understanding, greater authenticity in connections with others. Do I want to get hurt? No, I don't want to be hurt. But I want to be in a position where someone can hurt me, that I leave myself open to them, and at any moment they could deal a lot of damage to me, but I trust that they won't. Make yourself vulnerable to other people. It's difficult, it's scary, it's hard, but if what you're wanting is something authentic and genuine, a real connection with other people, that's going to have to happen. Some people might not reciprocate, but once you find the people that do reciprocate, those are the best connections and relationships that you'll get. At least for me, it feels great. Even in bad times, it's that feeling of other people being able to come close to understanding you, and you desiring to understand them. So, yeah. I know it was kind of somber. I wasn't really intentional with that, but I felt pressed to, talk about all that. So, thank you for watching, and I'll check y'all out later. Bye.